Um, Good morning, everyone. Today is 29th December, Monday, Newark, USA. It is just 2 days before the new year, so 2025 is almost about to end. Year has been fantastic. 2025, it's a big year for everyone across the world, not just for me. Whoever I've seen, all my friends, all my classmates, all my colleagues, as well as every state in India, as well as our country, Bharat, as well as world, and many countries have seen a lot of events. Some of them are really good, some of them are really bad. There are many actually, and it's exactly been 5 years for now since we have seen COVID, all of that. 2020. During this time we have experienced what COVID was. 2019 December, exactly, that's when the rapid spread of COVID happened across the world, and we know exactly what happened. And I really feel like the relations or the bonding or the friendships that I have built before COVID versus after COVID, I think there is a hell lot of a difference. I think this is the same case for every one of us. There is nothing wrong about anything as such, but how we feel in day-to-day life or in general about ourselves. Post COVID, it is very different compared to what it was before. Especially I am someone coming from 90s generation, so who are from 90s, who are from 80s, that era. The people from 90s or before, they can actually relate what I'm trying to say. So when I was a kid, when I was like 5 year 6 year old kid, I used to receive letters from my relatives, from my mossy. For the first instance, I remember when I was in my first standard, my Mossy has sent me a handwritten letter with some of the important questions for the mathematics, science, and social studies test. She was preparing for her teacher exams, or teaching literature back then. So that's how the communication was. And we had just a landline mobile at home. My parents had just a landline. Then we had the wireless cord mobile, all of that. And then while using the landline mobile, it was so fun because when someone is talking at the home, and if you have another landline phone, if you pick up and you could just listen to it, and it feels like fantastic. That era of 2000s 90s, it is unmatched. We can't bring that back era or that kind of a fun or the life we had back in 2000s or 90s. I am someone who always try to chase the vintage or try to live the way I used to live in 90s or early 2000s, because that's the same kind of a music I listen to, as well as um that's the person I am, coming from 90s and seen all of that from Nama Karnataka, all of that. So this is what life has to say. And I really appreciate everybody who stayed in my life even after COVID, because it's not easy transition. Especially the friends who are there from decades, from 2001, 2004, 2007, 2010, 2009, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2018. I have friends from each sort of a year, I would say, from college, from school, from traveling, from offices, everywhere else. But one thing I would say is the connection. That's pretty much really, really important. It doesn't matter how close we are as people, or how long we know each other as friends. It doesn't really matter. All it matters is the intimacy in friendship. Intimacy can have a lot of meanings, but the kind of intimacy I am saying is, you guys don't need to talk every day basis, you guys don't need to text each other every day. There is no such a pressure, or to keep up each other with everything, to keep updating everything every minute, to bother them or to bug them. No need such thing. I mean, at this age, this is what adulting really is. My friend Devdutta, she always say, when you become an adult, you'll understand. That's what it is really. Like when we are adults, we'll not get a lot of time to focus on a lot of things. At the same time, we'll be juggling with so many things going on across. So we hardly get any time to connect with fellow people or our friends, and get just busy and get lost. So this is the thing which is going on right now in everyone's life. So my message to everyone is, at least let's take time out. Let's agree that we do have time. We use mobile right now, the Instagram reels or the YouTube that we watch throughout the day for hours and hours. We spend a lot of time wasting, bullshitting, all of that. But when we need to connect with our friends, our family, or anybody, we give a lot of reasons. I was busy, I was studying, I was working, I'm doing this XYZ, all of it. But trust me, 99.99% of us, including me, I use mobile every day throughout the day. Most of the time I have my mobile in my hand always. So whenever I receive a message or a notification or a text, I just respond to it immediately, be it an email or a WhatsApp or whatever. Why? Because we need not wake somebody wait for a response, guys. This is a manners I'm talking about, because this has become a trend nowadays. Not to respond to your own friends or family members immediately, because the concept of this kind of ghosting, or the thing what the generation after 2000s, we officially call them as Gen Z. That's the culture which has been spread, the westernization, the concept of ghosting, ignoring, neglecting. This was not part of our culture. Trust me, ask our parents, ask me, ask your brothers, ask your cousins. Was this culture in India? No, we don't do that bullshit in India. Versus what we do is just talk to our people, like wherever possible, communicate with them, ask how their day was, just being there. That's friendship is, that's love really is. So from now onwards, as a friend or as a brother, to everyone I'm saying, let's not make our loved ones or our friends wait for our texts or responses or a message. Hardly takes few seconds or a minute to respond. This is reality. We have 24 hours in a day, a lot of minutes, lot of seconds, a lot of time to respond back to that one message, instead of making them wait for 2 3 hours, because you really don't know what the other person is going on, how they are thinking about you not responding. So silence as well as not communicating, the miscommunication can give lot of meanings and bullshit interpretations. Rather, call, pick up call, text immediately as soon as you see the text from your beloved ones or your friends. uh, let's keep our egos and attitudes aside, guys. This is enough. Let's grow up. I'm growing up. So that's why my life is fun. That's why I have a lot of friends, because I never show the ego or attitude of ghosting people or ignoring the text message, because I exactly know how it feels to be ignored by somebody. That's why I never ignore anybody or any message or anyone. You can ask any in my life, any friends of mine, the amount of time I invest in myself or my career or anything, by doing all of that. But still, if somebody reaches out to me, I do respond to them immediately. And let's learn the manners. Let's not become too westernized. Let's become Indian. Let's bring back our culture. Let's bring back the goodness of 90s, which we all love absolutely, because the AI, the Instagram reels, the modernity, the Californification, Hollywood, the westernization, I guess the English music, it's kind of boring for now. I mean, we are seeing this from a while. Let's go back to our Indian roots. Let's cherish what we had as a culture, as a language, as a music, as comes to manners, everything, guys, because this is what India has taught me absolutely, to respect everybody and save someone's time rather wasting their time by making them wait for a simple text message. It can be anything, and yes or a no or anything. We can be assertive, not aggressive, as I always say. Let's be assertive, let's be straightforward in our communication. Whatever it is, just communicate it upfront, no need to be hiding behind the game, anything as such. It doesn't really matter, because the god I believe in, Mahakal, so he is the ultimate controller of time. So what we believe is saving someone's time in their life is like giving back life to them, so it's equal to being god. So instead of wasting someone's time, if you can give time back in their life, or save time in their life, or anybody's life, or as well as your life, we can do a lot of other things. We can fill that void or the space with beautiful memories, as well as a lot of things. So that's all I have to say. So let's really understand, let's become matured, guys. Stop doing the playing games of ghosting, keeping on red, as well as not responding at all, because it says more about us, how we are responding to somebody, right? That says more about us rather than them. So if somebody responding, not responding, that says who we are and what is our communication methodology, all of that. And if we think that that's gonna be a successful thing in career, definitely not. Ask someone, me, who worked in Fortune 100 companies with a lot of people. I'll definitely tell you, effective communication is the best way to learn and live a life, as well as succeed in life. So let's learn how to communicate. Let's not waste someone's time or energy or drain their lives. Enough's enough. This is the thing, we all know about what I'm talking about. Let's not ghost, because that's kiddish. Let's not become Gen Z, guys. Let's bring back the 90s goodness. That's all I have to say, as well as early 2000s vibe. And today's video is more of this basic concept. There is nothing I wanted to do. I'm actually studying about all the women, the great history women has offered, all of that to our country and everything. But meanwhile, like, I always just think about simple things and then write something, or create some music or write in my diary, all of that. That's how I just document things. And today, related to this specific topic, there is a movie which I want to talk about. So this movie is called as Antohin. Antohin is a movie which was released in 2009. um This movie is purely Bengali romantic drama, starring Rahul Bose, Radhika Apte, Arpana Sen, as well as Sharmila Tagore. This movie explores the loneliness, the digital intimacy, as well as the fragile nature of the human connection. And this is how the core plot of the movie